What up, my peeps? It's your boy Venara Scott, the KillaKrane himself. It is December the 13th, 2024 to him. Yes, it is Friday the 13th and the great month of December. So, today, guys, we will be talking about your most nostalgic Christmas memories. All right. Sorry, I got some text messages coming through. We're gonna soldier through them though. Let's see. We have no guests today, but I will start off with some announcements, guys. First thing, when the new year comes, first thing, there's one more Christmas episode that we're going to do because this podcast is a weekly thing as of right now, every Friday. So there's one more Christmas episode that we're going to do. I might go live on Christmas. I don't know. More than likely not. And then we will have a New Year's episode where we talk about, of course, your New Year's resolutions and tips that I can give you because most people, oh my God. Hold on 1 minute. I'm getting a lot of interference, but we're going to talk about a lot of tips that I can give you for life about a lot of stuff. So, for the new year, I'm sorry, guys. They just starting to text me. Um, okay. Anyway, we are going to soldier through. We are going to soldier through. Um, let's see. The announcement I was going to make. Okay, one more Christmas episode. They kind of threw me off. One more Christmas episode. Then we're going to have a New Year's episode. After that, starting in the year 2025, which will be here in less than a month, the podcast probably won't be weekly anymore. As a matter of fact, it won't be weekly. I'll be doing it kind of on a spontaneous type thing, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like on demand. So if people want to do a podcast and they have an idea for a podcast, then I can do one. I will be doing one monthly. I'm not saying which month it will be or which week during the month, but I will do one monthly. Okay. Probably try to do it on Sunday this time. That's when most people are off and have the opportunity to view a podcast. So I'm thinking Sunday morning, probably around 11 a.m., something like that. That gives people time to go to church or whatever they do on Sundays to sleep in. So, starting in the new year, just to reinforce your memories, it will not be weekly. So, really pay attention to the dates that I give on Facebook. That's the usual mode or medium that I'm going to do. The reason why I'm doing this too is because I got a lot of creative content that I want to push forward. I've already started working on it, been messing around with AI and animation and all of these great things. And doing the podcast kind of, pushes it back. It takes a lot of energy away. So I'm going to concentrate on creative content for a good little while, but we're going to soldier on. Okay, there we go. I'm back live. I'm just checking. All right. Anyway, we are talking about your most nostalgic Christmas memories. Um, let's see, where is mine? Of course, the first thing that I have to bring up is this right here. The Great American Wish Book, 1992. Now, for those of you who don't remember, a lot of them were done either by Sears or J.C. Penney. Okay, but they all had the same thing in them. They had a lot of nostalgic toys and video games, clothes, furniture, electronics, some of everything. I have this catalog. However, when I went to look for it before this podcast, and it's one of them things where it's been slapping me in the face left and right. And once I finally need it, then it disappears for some reason. I don't know where that thing is. So I did get the picture of it, and I'll probably. Oh, I did make a video of it on Facebook. Okay, so you guys could check that out. Anyway, let's go through some more of these little clips and stuff. Once I start getting some guests in here, then I will start I'll start these questions all over again. But here are the questions. Number one, what is the one thing you wanted for Christmas growing up that you never got? Now, those of you who know me know I live, well, my favorite cartoon growing up was G.I. Joe. And so the one thing that I wanted for Christmas that I never got that was a G.I. Joe toy was this right here, the flagship. It was about $100, which in 2024, the equivalent of that would be about $15,000. I don't know, something around there. But that is the one thing that I really wanted as a child, but never got. Um, there's some other things. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. I don't know why I didn't put up here. Hold on, let me look for it right quick. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me just take this picture right here. And okay. So I'm going to put this picture up here. Where is it at? There we go. One thing, put up there. This joint right here, Snake Mountain. I really, really wanted that as a child. I never did get it. And was there a Castle Grayskull as well? Castle Grayskull playset? I don't think it was. Was it? Yes, it was. It was a Castle Grayskull. I remember the figures couldn't even fit through there. But I got a good number of He-Man toys. I remember my cousin Clay. Oh my God, I remember him so much. He's that's the person who I spent most of my weekends over his house. Um, but we'll talk about that a little later. But those are the two things that I really wanted for Christmas was this thing right here and that thing right there that I never got. And I'll probably get that for myself once I have a little bit more play around money. But I have to take care of these kids and doing all kind of stuff. Um, Let me make sure. See if somebody sent me a nope, 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 nope. I thought I had a message here, but I don't. So anyway, I constantly check for comments. Nope, nope, nope. But yeah, those are the two things I wanted the most for Christmas. As well, I kind of sort of wanted to, take a Disney trip, as a child to Disney World, and they have like some cute little lights and stuff that go on, but I never got a chance to do that. So, like I said, I probably get those other two things a little bit when I get a little bit extra cash. But I want to know from you guys, what is the one thing you wanted for Christmas growing up that you never got? Now, let's see. Question number two. And join in. The link should be in the description. If you don't see a link, please, I'm checking the comments. So, guys, please say, could you give me the link? I want to join, okay? So, question number two for my Clarksdale, Mississippi people. What is your most nostalgic year for the Christmas parade? Now, if you are from Clarksdale, Mississippi, y'all know how important the Christmas parade was. Now, I do remember, and this isn't a positive nostalgia, but I remember there was a couple of times when they was having the Christmas parade, and some of the rather energetic people in Clarksdale started shooting and stuff and fighting each other. So they moved it to the during the daytime for a little bit. And I was really disappointed the times when they had to do it during the day. But I understand why they had to do it. But I loved the Christmas parade. I can still remember how cold it was, and sometimes my hands would be freezing. I didn't even care. And I remember, I think, who was it? I high five one of the people in the suit. I don't know if it was a Barney. No, it wasn't Barney. I don't know who it was, but somebody dressed up as a cartoon character and they came over and, as a child, that really, made my day. So anyway, The Clarksdale Christmas Parade has always been a good thing. You can see the high school people, they're doing their little dances and stuff like that, and the bands were always on point. And I don't know, it was just it made it seem like I was almost in Disney World. You know what I'm saying? The excitement, the people who would join in. You see your friends from school there. It was just wonderful. So for my Clarksdale, Mississippi people, which year, and you don't have to remember the year exactly. You can just say, well, I was around 8 years old or 10 years old, or it was during the 90s or something. Just let me know, what is your most nostalgic Christmas memory? Number three, do you ever remember if it was snowing on Christmas? And if so, where were you at? That's what I want to know. Um, I don't ever remember. I think there was one time when it snowed a little bit. It tried to snow, but it didn't stick, or it might have been Christmas Eve. I don't ever remember it snowing. And, the movies make it seem like that's a Christmas miracle that it snows on Christmas. Some places had snow well beforehand. You know what I'm saying? And I always remember the snow coming like in January or February. How many of y'all in Clarksdale or in the Mid South remember the ice storms in the 90s? I believe it was two of them, wasn't it? Two ice storms? I don't know. But if you are in Clarksdale, Mississippi, let me know if you remember the ice storms. Wait. Let's go to number four. What store did you most fondly look forward to going to during the Christmas season? Now, I know this is kind of recent, but in the local malls around here in the Atlanta metro area, there's a Bass Pro Shop in the Sugarloaf Mall. I love taking my kids there. It is absolutely wonderful. I'm not sure if the Bass Pro Shops are all the same no matter where you go, but the one in the mall, in the Sugarloaf Mall in Lawrenceville, Georgia, is really on hidden. And so if you can take your kids there, it is great. They have some merry-go-rounds. They have a Santa's workshop type place. Even the older ones still like it. My daughter's friends, she's a teenager, upper teenager. That's all I'm gonna say. And her friends go there, and they really love it. But that's more of a recent example. Growing up, let me see. There weren't really, because in Clarksdale, all you had to shop from was Walmart, and of course, Walmart had a lot of toys. And around Christmas time, they were all gutted out, so to speak. I remember the light poles. You know what I'm saying? They were really nice. I always remember them fondly. Um, and of course, if you go to Memphis, there's a lot of stores there that have a lot of Christmas stuff around there. Um, let's see, any store in particular. If you guys were to join in, guys would probably tell me another store that I'm missing. I don't know. But Clarksdale, that's the only thing. I don't remember any stores that really had some good Christmas decorations. The downtown area in downtown Clarksdale was nice. They really juiced that up. So let me go to number five. I'm just kind of going through the questions while I'm waiting for people to join in. What Christmas memory in general do you remember the most? And I think well, let me see some other ones. Of course, I remember getting those presents. Um, other than that, I remember going, when Christmas was over, usually around, I guess, 4 o'clock or so. My dad would always take us to Mount Bayou, Mississippi, where my grandma lived and my aunt lived. And my grandma would always cook. I mean, she'd really throw down on Christmas. She cooked the turkey, she cooked the ham, she cooked the pies. My grandma Rita could really, really cook. And oh my God, it was so good. And I'd eat all that food, eat two or three plates, and then I'd go in the back room with my cousins, and we'd play with his toys that he got for Christmas, and mostly wrestling and toys and stuff. We talk about wrestling and what happened on that, and then I don't think he had video games there. No. Well, I had a lot of fun with my cousins Tony and Reggie. If y'all watching, man, holla at your boy. I need to call you back, Reggie. So it's been so busy. But anyway, great Christmas memories going down to Mountain Bayou. After we opened our presents in Clarksdale or Lyon where we stayed. Um, Let me see. That's just about it. Um, any other Christmas memories that you guys want to share? Let me go back to the. Yep. Okay. And so I want to know your most nostalgic Christmas memory. Um, Let me see if I can do a screen share because there is a video I want to share with you guys. I actually want to wait till some people joined in, but I'm gonna go ahead anyway. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, this is from the Nostalgia Critic. Let me see if I can share the screen. Share screen. There we go. All right, all right. So, how do I make this larger? Let's see. Okay, did I do it right? Let's see. Yep, there we go. So, anyway, you guys join in at any time, okay? And I'm gonna be stopping and starting this left and right, okay? So join in at any time. And this is his top 12 Christmas commercials. I want to see if you guys agree with it, if you have any other comments on this or whatever. So here we go.
Most of us are familiar with the classic animated short The Snowman. It was surreal, whimsical, and beautifully animated. Well, a UK drink called Iron Brew did their own take on the classic short, and in this one, it isn't just magic that brings him to life, but the opening of the refreshing drink. It goes just like the original, even down to the singing boy's voice. I'm sipping on an Iron Brew. That is, until the snowman wants a drink of his brew. I tell him once again, the Iron Brew is mine. The snowman gets more and more pissed off until he decides he's just done with the little snot. Now I'm falling through the air. I wonder where I'm going to land. Not only is the commercial funny, but the way it replicates the original short from the animation to the music, it's definitely a loving parody. One that brings laughs as well as the nostalgic feelings of why we love the original. Unlike some other Christmas parody commercials.
I want a Motorola C139 with texting, games, and graphics.
Still run the bill up, kid.
Yeah, that sucks.
He nicked my Iron Brew and let go of my hand.
So let me speak on that right quick. Now, I will say this. Let me see. I will be. This is another announcement. Next week is like I said, it's the last Christmas episode that we will be having before Christmas happens. So I will be doing some more of these type videos. Of course, I have these questions ahead of time that I just asked you. I think it's like 5 of them. But on this one right here, I remember that commercial very fondly. I don't know if you guys remember the snowman. When I ask people what Christmas cartoon do you remember about a snowman, everybody says Frosty the Snowman. But however, there was a short cartoon and it was just called The Snowman. I think it was only 30 minutes long. Excuse me. It was done overseas and it was good. It didn't even have any dialogue to it or whatever. It was just very magical. It was a lot was said in the silence of that movie. You know what I'm saying? So, how many of you guys have seen that movie, The Snowman? And I definitely remember that commercial. I thought it was a little cruel what the snowman did to him, but yeah, very nostalgic commercial. So I would agree with him on that one. So it's one of my favorite, most memorable commercials. So let's go to the next one.
every commercial on this list has to be good. It just has to stand out as something we relate to the holidays. Well, this enjoyably awkward commercial certainly stands out, and people are making a tradition of watching it every year now. It's just a guy returning home and his loved one making him some coffee after being away in West Africa.
It's a long way from West Africa. I brought you something from far away.
Really?
She waited up all night for him, he playfully pretends he got the wrong house, he gets her a gift, and she lovingly puts the bow on him and says,
You're my present this year.
they're brother and sister. Yep, this is incest in the what the figgy pudding degree. Now don't get me wrong, they don't surprise you with it at the end. In fact, they make it very clear in the opening. I dare even say, uncomfortably clear.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister?
Who just says that?
Exactly.
Who announces their connection to someone when they open the door?
Sister?
Confused! But even knowing that going in, and yes, you can take that in a different way, their body language, the way they talk, and just the all-around mood indicates that they're a couple. It's beyond creepy. Don't believe me? Just watch it with this music.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
This girl got that look. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This commercial has become so infamously ewy that parodies are popping up all over the place. People love to mock how incestuously bizarre it is.
Brothers and sisters, don't look at each other like that.
Okay.
Whether you find it charming or... Ugh, it's sure to get a reaction every Christmas.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your car.
Let me speak on that commercial. Even as a youngin', I used to look at that commercial and I'd be like, what the hell? And just like he said, when she came up, there was like, sister. I was like, who calls each other sister except or brother like that? You know what I'm saying? Unless you in some kind of rural mountainous area and you're, sleeping with your brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? So I always had a problem with that commercial, and it always raised an eyebrow, and I had like 20 million questions in my head when I saw it. So it was just weird to me. It was a nice, I tried to take it for what it was, you know what I'm saying? But just the way that they looked at each other and was like, and kind of smiling, and the way she was kind of blushing and stuff, I was like, it seems like there's something else going on here. So, do you guys remember that commercial? It was always weird to me, super weird. Let's go to the next one. Hold on.
Number 10.
Who says taste of nuts and honey, Mr. Scrooge?
Ebenezer, of course, hates Christmas and says humbug to the choir outside. But it's the great taste of honey and nuts that snaps him instantly back into the Christmas mood.
I said, did you say honey and nuts? Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Wow. Bet all those ghosts are really kicking themselves that they wasted an entire night on this guy. We didn't need any visions or tombstones. We just needed the commanding military of General Mills. Who knew it was that easy?
I
love that the bee brings up Honey Nut Cheerios and Christmas together, like it's some sort of tradition everybody knows about.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
I mean, come on, Honey Nut Cheerios and Christmas. They go hand in hand like KFC and Christmas in Japan. Besides, we all know the real cereal to bring out Christmas in you is Christmas Crunch. If you try crack, I tells ya, it'll make the roof of your mouth bleed for a week, and we love it.
Nope.
It's still a really great ad, though. With
can't
great
agree with
atmosphere and cold colors, it'll charm the dickens into you.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Let's see. As far as that commercial, yes, remember it fondly, and I don't know. I know I'm trying to make too much out of these commercials, but of course he's doing the same thing. Yeah, the whole experience with Scrooge, with him and the ghost, is what made it, worthwhile. The whole story. But he just eats some cereal, and I guess the bee had the containers of orange juice and milk right next to him, and I think he had some toast for Ebenezer Scrooge too. So I was like, how did that bee make all of that stuff and bring it in there? You know what I'm saying? So just little nitpick questions and stuff like that. But it was a great nostalgic commercial. You're not supposed to think into stuff like that. As far as him and Christmas Crunch, I never remembered Christmas. Well, I think I saw it at the store, but it was one of the things I just, didn't pay no attention to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really remember a Christmas cereal. Was there a Smurfs Christmas cereal? I know that was a Smurfs cereal. I don't remember a Smurfs Christmas cereal, but as far as Christmas cereals, I don't remember one. Oh, well, I do, but they weren't like, I don't know. They weren't very nostalgic. I do have a Christmas food here. It is my eggnog in my cup. Right here. My favorite Christmas cup right here. There's some good eggnog too. It's got a little bit of the good stuff in here. It's a Southern Comfort eggnog that I have up in here. And I got a little bit of the hot stuff, but not much. You know what I'm saying? It is Christmas time. I usually don't drink. However, it is Christmas time. So I got to do some celebrating. That's good stuff. Get the Southern Comfort brand of eggnog. If you can find it at the store, just a half pint or whatever. Anyway, let's keep going.
Number 9. Oh yeah, can't forget these scary sons of bitches. I don't know how many people remember this ad, but while most kids were dreaming visions of sugar plums, we had these little hell spawns dancing around in our heads. Not only were these things butt freaky as sin, but their jingle was so catchy that many people reported ear bleedings with the blood spelling out the name Nestle. So even our bodily fluids knew how to spell it. It was that catchy. N-E-S-T-L-E-S, Nestle makes the very What happened to Why do these things only have teeth on their bottom jaws? Right, exactly. They look like marshmallows that can somehow bite into your soul. And don't look directly into those eyes. Mike Myers' mask has more humanity to it. And just when you think it couldn't get any scarier, they fill the whole screen with them. Nestle makes the very best. Ah! Leave my dimension alone! It's disturbing, nightmare-inducing, and all around unforgettable. Sleep well tonight, dreaming of your Christmas slippers coming to life and trying to eat you. N-E-S-T-L-E-S, new holiday wrapping from Nestle. Nestle makes the very best chocolate. Holiday wrapping from Nestle. Nestle makes the very best.
Yeah, I want y'all to look at that. Doesn't this look like something from one of those? Do y'all know Creepypasta? I think that's the name of it, a Creepypasta or the OCP or something like that, where they have like the Slender Man and all these other little scary horror ideas or whatever. That's what these things look like right here. And this is why I posted right there. It looks like a horror film. Like somebody got thrown down in a pit and they're about to be eaten by some type of alien dogs or demon dogs or something like that. This is some scary stuff. I don't know who designed these dogs, but my gosh, they are the furthest thing from cute. But you remember them because they confused you because they presented it like it was supposed to be something cute and Christmas-like, but it just scares the hell out of everybody who watches it. So, do I remember this commercial? Yes, I do. And yes, I always found it weird, and I would look at it raising my eyebrow or whatever. So, very weird. If you guys want to join in, the link is in the description. So if you want to watch these and comment, let me know. Or I'm checking comments right down here in the section. So if you don't see the link to join, just let me know. I'm checking them on Facebook and YouTube, the comments. So anyway, let's keep going, guys.
about this one before, but by God, it deserves to be talked about again. It's crazy how much they showed this commercial. It was everywhere around Christmas time. It's just Barney once again trying to give Fred's Fruity Pebbles, but Santa beats him to it, as it happens. But Santa says it's good to share, and thus Fred finally gives him a bowl.
'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal. Oh, Fred.
This commercial, of course, raises so many questions. How can they celebrate Christmas if Jesus isn't born yet? What's the origins of caveman Santa Claus? How the hell is Dino a singer?
Hold on, guys. Got a guest coming in. You guys, it is the L Dog himself, Lamar Hicks. How's it going, brother?
Man, what's going on, man?
Man, you the man. You the man.
No. I'm the man next to the man, next to the man, next to the man, next to the man, but I ain't the man. What's been going on, man?
How modest is he? Y'all got hey, this brother right here has really been helping me out a lot in the past. I just got to give him his shout outs again. Today we are doing your most nostalgic Christmas memories. I'm playing these videos right now, but I did have some questions. But I guess you want to finish up with the videos, or you want to get to the questions?
I tell you what, let's get to the questions because I'm making a cameo appearance. I'm actually cooking and getting ready to have dinner in a minute. So I just wanted to come on, man, and just show my love and support, for you. Man, you talking about Christmas memories. Man. I tell you a Christmas memory that I have. Getting dressed.
Okay.
Well, opening your gifts on Christmas, getting dressed, and going to visit family.
Okay.
That's my Christmas memory. As a kid. And now, with my wife and I having a daughter, we're gonna make more, Christmas memories and everything.
Absolutely.
But as a kid, that's my Christmas memory. And you were showing the video. Another Christmas memory is watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and watching Rudolph.
Okay, I got another video that's gonna spark you. What in the world is that? I always have everything that I need, but you remember that Charlie Brown Christmas thing?
Yes, I do.
That do 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 do.
Yes.
Everybody remembers that dance.
Yes.
I think my favorite one was the one when they were doing like this.
Oh yeah.
Doing like this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a classic stuff right there, man.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm gonna run through these questions because I know you got to go. So the question one is, what is one thing you wanted for Christmas growing up that you never got?
I'm going to say I had to wait and get a computer and a camcorder.
Do you remember the year roundabout or how you were? What grade you were in?
No. I had to wait. I think I told you last week when you were on, I had to wait and get my Nintendo.
Ah. Okay, yeah, you did tell me that. Yep, sure did.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I had to wait.
But you finally got it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I eventually got it, but yeah, I had to wait.
Man, glad you finally got it. I was telling everybody when I came on, the two things that I wanted so badly growing up was this right here the GI Joe aircraft carrier, the USS
Oh,
Flagg,
snap.
and the other one was this right here, Snake Mountain.
Oh,
Never,
snap.
what'd you say?
I said, oh, snap. Man, you were going for the uh 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 you were praying bless your luck. You weren't going for the women's at all, man.
Right.
Big bucks, no women's.
Oh man, we need to do a podcast just on like game shows and stuff too, man. That now that you mentioned that, like what was your favorite game show? Or everybody used. Hey, what game show did we watch when we were sick at school during the day?
Uh Man, I'm gonna tell you a game show that a lot of people forgot all about. They used to come on late. You know the game show I'm talking about?
Only one I know that came on late was Wheel of Fortune.
It used to come on late. It never did come on prime time. It had to come on late.
It's not
Love Connection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Love Connection. That was the one. What was they made up fun of on Living Color when they had Wanda?
Yep.
Yeah, they had some crazy stuff.
Yep. Love Connection.
You think that? Now I was finna say that balloon popping stuff got their theme from Love Connection, but I can't think of a parallel, so probably didn't.
Yeah, Love Connection. Love Connection was the bomb, man.
Yeah, do you remember the host recently died?
Yeah, he did.
What does it say?
Yeah, he did.
Right. My condolences to his family, to his friends, and to his fans.
He used to say when they went to a commercial, he said they'll be back at 2 and 2.
Yeah, sure did. Man, you taking me back on that one. For those of you who don't remember it, the Love Connection, I think, started in the 70s, didn't it?
It may have did it in the 80s.
Maybe in the 80s, maybe. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a iconic show. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it started a lot of other reality shows like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people,
but they had a I'm gonna tell you another game show I like, Hollywood Squares.
Oh man, you always hear like Whoopi Goldberg and all them other cool people on there. What's his name? The short guy. Both of them, Emmanuel Lewis and what's the guy who played Arnold from Different Strokes?
Yo, hey, I'm finna get you now.
Okay.
You know another show that I really loved?
Who that?
The Gong Show.
Oh man.
Man, people don't know nothing about that, man. You don't know nothing about that, man. You don't know nothing about the Gong Show, man.
Man, they used to wear them crazy costumes, and I remember there was an episode. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there an episode of Sanford and Son when they went on the Gong Show?
They probably did. I think what you're thinking about, Fred. What was Fred's friend on Sanford and Son?
Grady.
Yeah. I think, but you know what? I think they did do it, man. See, that's the thing I loved about like the 70s and 80s. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, get totally off subject. You'll never guess what show I've been watching a lot, and that my daughter loves watching.
Who are that?
Chips.
Oh man, Poncherello and what's the white guy's name? God dog it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Dun, 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 dun.
Man, hey, that third season introduction was fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was fire. Like those first 2 seasons,
Uh
the intro sucked, but that third season, oh man.
huh. Man.
Okay, okay. What's the other questions that you get?
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. We're having too much fun. All right. For my Clarksdale, Mississippi people, what is your most nostalgic year for the Christmas parade?
Wait a minute, what was what now?
For the Clarksdale, Mississippi people, what is your most nostalgic year for the Christmas parade, or your most nostalgic memory of the Christmas parade?
Man, so a lot of people probably not gonna believe this, man. Excuse me, that we had to walk to the Christmas parade.
Mm-hmm. We did
But I'm
too.
a and so um right right in front of JC Penney, man. That was somewhat of the spot.
Ooh, that's another good point. Where did you stand? Like, where do you remember standing when you was at the Christmas parade? Yep. I remember standing there over there by the Second Street Bridge, and a couple other places. I remember standing by the Civic Auditorium too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That spot too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that year where they said that there was too many gang members shooting, so they had to have it during the daytime, and we was all pissed off?
Look, I told my wife about that, man. I told my and then I told my homeboy about that too, and he was like, "I don't remember that."
Mm.
Well, yeah, I remember that because what they used to do is they used to wait time the fireworks start, and then they'll start shooting
Right.
the mask it.
Mm. You know, that's a damn shame. All the kids enjoy it and they just mess it up just because they, I don't know, want attention or whatever. You got too much testosterone. And it was just a wonderful memory. They had the cartoon characters dressed in the suits, and you get so excited. Oh, Mickey Mouse gave me a high five, as a kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, and you're right. It is sad that now, the nostalgic is being taken away because of people they wanna do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, what's your next question?
I just want to make a point before I get to the next question. I'm sure
Okay, go
you
ahead.
agree. The greatest band that came down and Clarksdale during the Christmas parade, always Clarksdale High. You agree?
Other people will say they'll sit up at every parade. They'll wait for Columbia Community College band to come.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think both of them were great. But let's get to the next question. This is going to segue into something else. So just prepared. I know what you're going to say. But the question number 3, did you ever remember it snowing on Christmas? And where were you at?
I don't. I remember. Well, I don't. I remember it being cold though.
Mm-hmm. Super cold. But I already know what you're thinking. There was a time when it really, really snowed in Clarksdale twice. I think it was in the 90s. What time was that?
Man, that was Ice Storm
Mm-hmm.
94, man. Man, Ice Storm 94, man, was a trip.
Man.
If it ever was one, man, it was a trip because I was at Cahoma Community College.
Mm-hmm.
And man, when I tell you it was those big snowflakes.
Yes.
And then on top of that, Like I remember looking outside my window in the kitchen and watching the power lines actually fall. Like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up because I had the same memory. You can hear it crackling, got clack, 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 clack.
Yep,
You said big thick ice on there.
yep.
My
And
mama, go ahead.
and we had to, and so my dad, that was the only time ever that my dad got caught with his pants down and he was not prepared for the ice, any type of event. So we didn't have a generator at the time. We had to go get a generator,
Mm.
and we had to um, knock the icicles off the house so we could flush the toilet.
Oh, ooh, that was kind of smart right there. That was ingenious. Yeah, your daddy was smart in a lot of ways, brother. Shoot. Yeah, they used to tell us, warn us, don't eat the the icicles, because when it rains, the icicles come from the water that drip down off the top of the roof. And we don't have to tell you that's not sanitary to eat frozen stuff that's been off the top of the roof. You
Yeah,
know, totally unsanitary. But
yeah.
we made it work too, And brother, you ever think about this? Back then in them days, like nowadays, if the power goes out and these kids ain't got no Wi-Fi, they go crazy. We didn't have no Wi-Fi. We barely had TV, didn't have hardly a lot of video games, but we made it work. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I had my favorite pastime, which is music.
Mm.
If I had batteries in my CD player,
Mm-hmm.
bro, that was all I needed.
Shoot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shit. For me, it was my tape player. I recorded stuff off 106.5. It was 106.5, right?
Yep.
And I believe the other one was 104.9 and 97.1.
And if you were and if you were lucky, you were able to get K97.
Ooh, yes,
You were
yes.
able to get K97.
That's why all the good rap was on K97. Shoot, that was the jam, man. And it was always you had to get it, like you say, if you was lucky, because you had to be precise. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep, man. So we need to do a podcast on a lot of that stuff, like talk about Clarksdale again. But let me get to number 4. Okay, what store did you most fondly look forward to going to during the Christmas season?
Man, the mall, Walmart.
Which one did you? Okay, between the mall, well, of course I know the answer to that. It has to be the mall, huh? Which mall though?
So okay, so you know what? I'm lying. So I kind of knew that my dad would come up. He would come up to Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, at some point in time during the right before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I did look forward to making that trip. Up here and going to the mall. Now, we never did. I think we went to. I think we went to the Hickory Ridge Mall more, but we would go to the Southland Mall a hell of a lot more than than the other malls. So, but yeah, so
Kind of surprised you would say that. I thought you would have said the Memphis Mall of Memphis.
no, man, my dad, he wasn't that dude. He didn't really want to be, here in Memphis. He wanted to get what he needed to get and leave and get back to Clarksville.
Mm.
So it wasn't that type of party, bro. It wasn't that type of party. And trust and believe, I didn't have not have no say so
Oh,
and nothing. I just sat in the back seat with my headphones and enjoyed the scenery.
you know, I got to do another one. You keep posting stuff about music, and I'm like, God, dog, me and him got to have a talk about this music stuff. Like, you know, I'm gonna get to. Let me see. Is that the last Christmas? Yeah, that was actually the last Christmas question. But I was gonna get back to these videos. So I had remembered my first album that I ever bought with my own money. And before y'all say anything, Columbia House don't count because y'all never paid for them CDs or them tapes. So don't say Columbia House. But my first album I ever bought with my own money was that tape by Aaliyah, that first Aaliyah tape, and I bought it in Memphis at that little flea market that was at the you know what I'm talking about? It was a drive-in movie theater turned into a flea market, 3rd Street.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yep.
that place was fire.
Oh man. Had them Africans in there, and
Oh yeah.
they're like, oh, these shoes, Jordan's $90, but for you, 80. And I'm like, nah, I want it. Okay, I'm getting in trouble. I'm gonna sell it to you for 65. You know, all I got is 55. Oh, I'm gonna lose money here. You know, I'm like, where y'all steal these shoes from? You know,
Man. Yeah, man. That was the place, man. That was the place to come. You know, right when you came to Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, what album do you first remember buying with your own money? Music album.
you said album. So you're not saying 45.
It could be well, you could put a single. I'll accept a single.
I'm going to say somewhere either it was either Prince or the Police.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it that Police? I think it was a song by the Police. It was like P did it, redid it. I know I shouldn't be mentioning his name, but no, that's not the Police. That every step I take, is that the Police? They use that track.
No.
No,
The song I remember was I can't remember. I cannot remember. Hey, but I'm gonna have to dip, man.
Okay.
Cause I just got finished. Gonna let my wife come in and do what she need to do. And man, look, man. Hey, hopefully, if you have another podcast next Friday, it's a possibility I may be able to hop on.
Okay.
But hopefully I'll get a chance to hop on another one with you before the year's out.
Okay. Like I was telling everybody, we got one more podcast, Christmas podcast, before Christmas hits. And after that, it'll be a New Year's podcast. We're going to give tips for the new year, losing weight, how to eat better. And I don't know if you saw the message I left.
Yeah, I did.
For next year.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be sporadic. I could use your help in the creative content if you want to join in, do some voiceovers.
Gaddy Avenue and Montesi. You know what their logo is? One call, that's all.
I like that. Yes, sir. I'm gonna definitely be hitting you up because man, I got so much that I'm finna create, and I'm figured out like that AI you was telling me about.
Yep.
It's so much, and it's so much fun. I was just going through like a kid in the candy store, like, ooh, I can do this, I can do that. So I was like, look, I need to start creating. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, look, like I said, I gotta get on, man,
Okay.
and I'll holler at you later, bro.
Tell the wife I said hey.
All right, sure will.
Take care, brother.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Lamar, the L Dog himself, for joining in. If you guys want to join in, let me know. Let me know. The link should be in the description. We got about an hour left. I am going to put up, let me see. Get back here. Okay. Hold on. So I will be, let's do the rest of these. And if you guys want to answer the questions, let me know. Let me know. But anyway, let's keep going.
My biggest question I never noticed before is, why is Fred giving Santa an apple? That in no way makes sense. First off, it's cookies and milk, but okay, let's say he switched it out and made it Fruity Pebbles. What the hell is an apple gonna add to anything? You're giving him that with grounded Fruit Loops. Is the idea that there's so little actual fruit in it that giving him an apple will somehow make up for it? I don't know, but what I do know is the commercial's been played so many times it has our childhood by the balls. Or bowls. He is saying bowls, right?
Give me Fruity Pebbles in our bowls.
Because how can Fruity Pebbles be in our bowl? You know, don't answer that, Internet. I said stop!
My pebbles, your pebbles.
Regardless, it's still a lot of fun.
Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles cereals, part of this nutritious breakfast.
All right, guys. Now, as far as me and Christmas commercials, that is the one which I remember the most. I keep singing that even during the year that season's greetings in our soul, give me Fruity Pebbles in our bowl. I keep singing that song. And he brought up a question about we talked about this like I think the last podcast before last. He brought up the joke, how can Fred and Barney celebrate Christmas in the prehistoric age? Because, you know, according to the Christian religion, Jesus was born 2,000 years ago in the first year AD or BC or CE. So there was like, if he's in the prehistoric days, how can he celebrate Christmas and Jesus hadn't been born yet? And there is an urban legend or I forgot what you call that. I think it's an urban legend among shows is that the Flintstones is actually in the future. It's a post-apocalyptic world where everything's been destroyed and mankind has to build itself back up. And so that's why the Flintstones have all these technologies that resemble technologies that we have today. They have TVs, they have recorders, they have record players, they have cars and stuff, because that's what mankind remembers, and they're trying to create them back, but they're limited on their technology. So that's the best way that they can create different stuff. So, and there is another one where, you know, they have the Jetsons meet the Flintstones, and they say, actually, they're both in the same universe at the same timeline. It's just that the Jetsons are living way up there in the clouds, and the Flintstones are living down on the bottom. And so they're not time traveling when the Jetsons go. They think they're going back in the past. They're actually just traveling down to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's just a teleporter to go to the bottom of the earth or whatever. So that is the explanation how the Flintstones can celebrate Christmas and Jesus hasn't been born yet. So if you have any other urban legends or anything, let me know. But that commercial right there for the Fruity Pebbles for Christmas, that's like one of my fondest Christmas memories as far as commercials. But anyway, let's keep going.
Number 7. McDonald's has had a lot of great Christmas ads. One with the girl talking about running away to McDonald Land, another with a star that needs to be put back in the sky, even a Santa Claus the movie tie-in. That must have paid off. But the one people seem to enjoy the most is the skating one. A bunch of kids go to the nicest ice rink set they've ever seen where they see a creepy-ass clown skating. He takes them for a spin, but one kid is having trouble keeping up. The kid is left out, Ronald seems to take off, the deer makes fun of him, but then Ronald comes back, picks him up, and gives him a magical moment because the music indicates it's a magical moment. I think it has the biggest impact because there's no talking in it. It's nothing but music, visuals, that bored-looking deer. Seriously, what's his story? Because of that, it makes it a bit more universal. Anyone can watch it and immediately know what's going on and feel the warm, special feeling when a stranger in clown makeup picks you up and doesn't let you go. The commercial makes it sound a lot nicer than I do. It's a good ad that continues to bring a smile to a lot of people's faces.
Happy holidays.
All right. Those McDonald's commercials are always the greatest to me. Growing up, I used to love to watch them. They used to put me in a different magical place. The way that Ronald McDonald looked at some of these kids, it kind of give stranger danger type vibes and energy. But still, I love the aesthetics of it, the background, the music, the way it captures you in. Definitely remember that commercial. Let's go to number 6. If you guys want to join, the link is in the description. Let me know.
Number 6. Another ad I've talked about before, but certainly deserves a spot on the list. In many respects, it's not even really a Christmas ad. Christmas is never mentioned. But the idea of a snowman coming in from the cold and getting warmed up by soup, how can this not lead to a lot of warm fuzzies that connect you with the holidays? I think what makes it work is the contrast. It's not just cold, it's sideways snow cold. And the inside isn't just warm, it's someone throwing a Norman Rockwell painting on the fireplace warm. The two extremes brought together equal the perfect mix that leaves an impression on your nostalgia. Plus, that damn impressive puppet. I mean, they did a really good job on that thing. The only question I ever had was, how did he actually eat the soup? It always cuts away before we could see it. Do the rocks open up? Do they form an open mouth? Where does the soup go when he needs to take a piss? Again, internet, don't answer that! A great ad to make you feel nice and cozy every time.
Let it snow, let it snow.
So, my response to what he just said. First of all, remember that commercial very, very fondly. How does he eat it? He doesn't eat it as a snowman. You guys can clearly see that he brings it up there and it warms his heart, it warms his soul, and that's how it melts the snowman ice or whatever. So, he doesn't eat it at all until all of it melts away, and then he eats it and the rest of the snow melts or whatever. So, well done commercial. Well done commercial. The theme of it is very apparent, and I loved it. So let's go to the next one.
Number 5. This one just came out this year, and already people can't stop talking about it. It's one of the oddest Christmas commercials to ever come out, and that's saying something. We see a man in the mountains recording something on his iPhone. He seems happy, hanging pictures of in-jokes on his wall when he suddenly gets up and goes down to the village. In a bizarre twist, it's the Frankenstein monster. Got us? But that's not where it stops. He goes in front of the town tree and puts 2 Christmas lights in his bolts. Clever? But it doesn't stop there. He starts singing There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays.
Oh, there's no place like home.
But then one of his lights goes out and everyone looks pissed. Stupid Frankenstein monster. I am so not impressed by anything. But then a girl goes up, fixes his light, she starts singing, and then everyone starts singing.
You can't be home, sweet home.
What the hell was that?
This was so strange, so random, so bizarrely mixing whatever emotions we can't describe in a pot of I don't know. It's so out there that in a strange way, you have to admire it. It is so strange, but it clearly has a good heart too. And I think that kind of emotion does shine through. And everyone else seems to think so too. It already has millions of hits on YouTube just one day after it premiered. And it's still going strong. It can't be explained, it just has to be seen. So, the next time Raymond's brother tries to steal the spotlight and people find it uncomfortable, just send a little kid in to sing with him and suddenly everyone will find it cool. Christmas. We're trying so hard to kinda make it Halloween.
I personally don't see the issue with that. I mean, it was just, I love the contrast. You have this loner who doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He's considered a outcast. It's very Tim Burtonish. And so this outcast comes up there and he's on his cell phone and he's singing Christmas songs. And the little girl comes up there in her sweet innocence. She's like, I'm not afraid of this guy. Everybody else thinks he's a monster, but I'm very innocent. So I go up there and I put the light bulbs in him and I made him feel good about Christmas time. And they all sing happy Christmas songs together. I don't personally see the problem and how weird he thinks it is. But anyway, I don't remember that commercial. I really don't. So I can't feel a nostalgic feel for it. Guys, if you have a commercial that you want me to broadcast, I can get it off YouTube right now. If you want to join in and give your thoughts, put your link in the link is in the description below, or you can just leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube, and I will see it. And let me check YouTube right quick. No, I don't have any comments. So anyway, let's keep going, guys.
Number 4. Coca-Cola has been a trademark of Christmas, even down to Santa's red and white outfit. So it's no wonder that 2 continuing commercials would tie the spot here. One is the Santa Packs. It's just a dark, cold night when suddenly the Santa Packs jingle is heard. People who put all their love of the holidays in sugar liquid syrup rejoice as the Santa trucks light up the night. But one boy is sad because I don't know. But a Coke is beamed into his hands by creepy animated Santa, and all is right with the world.
'Tis the season, watch out, look around, something's coming.
The other one is the Coca-Cola Polar Bears.
Yep.
It's funny because the first ad doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. It's just a bunch of bears who watch the Northern Lights, drink a Coke, and that's it. Inspired! But the imagery was just so relaxing and so, for lack of a better word, cool, they had to keep bringing them back every year. Each has a story that usually went nowhere, but just looked so damn awesome going nowhere. They were visual spectacles then, and they're still visual spectacles now. So that's why today, both Santa and the polar bears are seen on the Coca-Cola bottles. Both have nice winter colors that make you feel the cold, but also appreciate it at the same time. Seeing how these ads are still going today, Coke definitely means it when they say, always.
Holidays are coming, always Coca-Cola.
So, you guys, I'm kind of having a Mandela effect here because I could have sworn that each one of those polar bear commercials for Christmas, it always had a Christmas theme. So, from what he says is that the first one just had Coca-Cola, bears drinking Coca-Cola, and there was no Christmas theme. I could have sworn, I guess that, let me see. Oh, we got some comments. I see Mitch said, I remember the ice storm without power for weeks. I apologize, guys. I'm just not seeing your comments. They're just not popping up. We were living on Gray Street. Yep. I remember that, Mitch. It was the second ice storm that I remember where you was we still on, yeah, we was on Gray Street the same time y'all were. I'll be watching you by the police. Yep. That's why I was trying to get that the song that P. Diddy redid. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a curse word to say P. Diddy right now. And Jay-Z, for y'all know what reasons I'm talking about. But thank you, Mitch. Like I said, if you want to You could thank you for the comments. You could just comment here, or you can join in. If you don't have to know where the link is, just let me know. So anyway, thank y'all for the comments. Let's keep this rolling. Rolling.
Number 3. If not out of nostalgic obligation, it's perhaps out of pure stubborn dedication that this one makes the list. The Hershey Kisses ringing Wish You a Merry Christmas is Hershey's longest running ad, debuting in 1989 and still going strong today. To make the story behind it even more interesting, the brand manager, John Dunn, was tasked with making several whimsical Hershey commercials but was told not to do a Christmas one. But he liked this idea so much and knew it would be a hit that he did it anyway. And we're still thankful. In hindsight, it's not much. It's disgustingly simple. But maybe that's why it lasts. It is simple. Anyone can see it, giggle, and feel good afterwards. It's not trying to be too big or too sentimental. It's just a little happy moment. Not unlike a little Hershey Kiss chocolate. It makes perfect sense. To say any more would ruin its simplicity, which honestly speaks for itself. So we'll just leave it as it is.
Yep, David, if you're watching, I believe that's the one that you were talking about, where the Chocolate Kisses are playing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So simplistic, yet, God, it reminds me so much of Christmas. It's other than the Flintstones commercial, that one about the Hershey's Kisses, that's the one I remember most fondly as far as a Christmas commercial. Every time I see Hershey's Kisses, especially during the holidays, I think of that commercial. It was just pure genius. And sometimes, in order to have something memorable, you don't need to have something complex. Just something simple like that really did the trick. Okay? So, let's keep on. He only has 2 more. If you guys have some commercials that you want me to put on board, let me know. Put it in the description below.
Number 2. Another one that makes the rounds every Christmas, and another one that seems so disgustingly simple. The M&Ms are setting up red and green M&Ms for Santa, which seems cannibalistic the more I think about it. When Santa appears and they both pass out.
He does exist!
They do exist.
The M&Ms were always popular commercials, but they hit it big when they were given individual personalities. Suddenly, the M&Ms were as popular as Disney or Warner Brothers cartoons. We knew who they were and loved them. Thus, we look forward every year to seeing them interact with Santa the same way. It's just a reminder how far marketing can come, turning hard-shell chocolates into classic cartoon characters. We never get tired of watching them, and we look forward to seeing this one several Christmases more. What can you say, but you don't mess with a classic.
Santa?
Now, before we get to number 1, here are a few runners-up. The Budweiser horses. Some connect this to Christmas, so why not? Etika. A grandpa tries dying just to get the family.
All right, guys. Let's go back here.
Together.
Hold on. Let's see.
That's pretty.
Why is this thing not working? Okay. So, let's go back here. So I have to download a picture. I'm gonna ask you guys a question in just a minute. All right, here we go. So let's go back here. Hold on. Let's see. So right here, guys, the yellow M&M. Let me bring this picture up. Let me at least put it in here. All right. So the yellow M&M right there, the one that Santa. Who plays that in real life? Who's the actor who does the voice behind the yellow M&M? I'll give you a hint. It's Spider-Man movie. I'm gonna give you guys about 10 seconds to guess who plays the yellow M&M. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Put it in the comments. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The guy, it will surprise you. The guy who plays the yellow M&M is no other than J.K. Simmons, the guy who plays Joe Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man movies. It surprised the hell out of me because he was doing an interview and he was talking about his most famous roles, and his most famous roles was the yellow M&M. So I guess that's a little bit of a cross reference. How do the M&Ms and Spider-Man cross over? But anyway, let's keep going.
This is more. What can you say, but you don't mess with a classic.
Santa?
Now, before we get to number one, here are a few runners-up. The Budweiser horses. Some connect this to Christmas, so why not? Etika.
So, question right quick. The Budweiser commercials. That's another one which I could have sworn had like Christmas lights and Christmas trees and stuff. That just shows you how it would myself. I recognize that the Mandela effect is probably an error in our memory. We can have a podcast on that. However, what do you guys think about the Budweiser commercial? Is it a Christmas commercial? Do you remember it? I remember it very fondly. Guess anything with snow has to be Christmas, huh? Let's get to the next one.
Grandpa tries dying just to get the family together. That's pretty ballsy. But not as ballsy as Kmart's Jingle Bells. Just for the shock that they got away with this at all. Santa Ana.
All right, two of them. The one where the family, he pretends he dies just to get the family together. I don't remember that one. I think I may have. And then the ones about the guys, the Jingle Bells, and then they're in their boxer shorts. Do not remember that one. This Christmas one right here, kind of sort of remember this razor blade one, but let me let it play.
A Norelco razor, an oldie but a goodie. Amazon Prime's commercial where a real priest and a mon meet for tea, showing unity in religions. And Staples creating an insane snowman robot. Pretty hard not to get a laugh here.
So, those two right there. I do remember the one with the Muslim and the Christian, or the Muslim and the Christian, I think it, or the Jewish person. That was very nice, nicely done. It was rather recent. I don't remember the Staples ones. I probably, if I did, thought about it long enough, but I really don't remember that one. Anyway, let's keep going.
But all right, let's get to number one. And the number one Christmas commercial is... Oh yeah, you better believe I'm doing this to you. Sainsbury has done a lot of emotional commercials in the past. The majority of them get millions of hits on YouTube. But the one that has to be the most powerful has to be their 2014 ad because it's based on an unbelievable true story. In 1914, on Christmas during World War I, battling sides decided to put aside their differences, stop killing each other, and go out in a sign of peace for one day. They suddenly went from trying to kill one another to treating each other like brothers. They shared stories, treats, presents, anything they had. To make the ad even more powerful, it was released exactly 100 years after the event took place. They actually tried so hard to get this right that they teamed up with the Royal British Legion to get the details down. There's even a making of the commercial on YouTube to show how hard they tried to get it. The chocolate bar as well was sold in stores, and the profits all went to the Royal British Legion to benefit their armed forces and their families. This ad so easily could have come across as manipulative or even corny, but they did everything in their power to make sure the proud message of that night wasn't lost. It's a powerful commercial that represents a powerful point in history. Well, their effort doesn't go unrecognized, and when you watch it, all you can think is, yeah, that's what Christmas is all about.
Sleep in heaven shall be.
I'm a nostalgia critic. Let's remember together.
So let me talk about that commercial. My God. I remember that commercial. I think I had to watch it on YouTube or something because I didn't watch it the first time that they showed it. But my God, it was such a great message in that commercial. Why are we so stupid as human beings to do all this fighting? And the reason why we are fighting is never because of country and all that stuff like that. There's always some politician that's getting richer or needs to get notoriety for something. But that's a whole nother discussion. But that Christmas commercial, my gosh, it was wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, do you guys have any Christmas commercials that you want me to bring out right now? Okay. And here are the questions for today if you would like to join. The link is in the description, guys. Here it is. What is the one thing that you wanted for Christmas growing up that you never got? Like I said, mine is the flagship from G.I. Joe and Snake Mountain from the He-Man collection. Question number 2. Here it is. For my Clarksdale, Mississippi people, what is the most nostalgic year for the Christmas parade? We know in Clarksdale, Christmas parade is a big thing. What's your most nostalgic memory of it? Number 3, do you ever remember it snowing on Christmas? Where were you at if you remember it? And it doesn't have to be in the South. You know, if you travel to Seattle, Washington, or Colorado or whatever, and it snowed, let me know. Number 4, what store did you most fondly look forward going to during the Christmas season? Like I said, Walmart, of course, in Clarksdale. You know, I mostly remember the toys that they had, and they're mostly sold out, like even a week before Christmas. You had to mostly go to KB toy stores or Toys R Us up there in Memphis to get some good toys or some video games. Or like I was telling Lamar, there was on the 3rd Street in Memphis, they had a flea market that was at the old drive-in movie theater. And you can get some good stuff there. I'm not sure if they still do that. Any of my Memphis people are still in the Mid-South, can you tell me if that flea market is still there? And there was also another one across from the Muslim masjid, the one who followers of Warren Muhammad or whatever his name is. I forget his name. God, I think that's his name, Warren Muhammad. But anyway, there's a flea market across the street from that masjid, and they've got some good stuff. I remember getting my first Atari and my first ColecoVision over there, and it was right when those things weren't as popular. You know, I think it was during the video game crash, and they were selling it real cheap. And my dad, it was like a Christmas present. And my dad, we all got in the station wagon, and they bought all them video games. I remember my sister Shira, she got a record or something, and I remember I took care of that record as I was sitting in the back seat because I didn't want my baby sister to have her record broken because she got out the thing, where's my record? And I was like, I got it here, Shira, you know. So I made sure to take care of it. I forgot what was on that record. I think it was like some Christmas songs or something, you know. But great memories, great memories. My daddy was great. He was great. I'm gonna have to do a podcast just talking about him. But anyway, last question. Question number 5. What Christmas memory in general do you remember the most? I want to know that, guys. I want to know. I want to know it. Yeah. So what Christmas memory in general do you remember the most? How much? I got 30 minutes left. Okay. So let me look on YouTube. Let me get some more Christmas what's the names. Let's see, Christmas commercials. All right. Let's try this one. Just give me a minute, guys, okay? How do we do this? Share the screen. Okay.
When you have a taste for the holidays, you want a soft drink that tastes like the holidays. You want the crisp, clean choice that's everyone's favorite icebreaker. 7-Up, the Uncola. Because you never know who might drop in.
Stop by the Winter Wonderland for holiday savings on all 7-Up products. And make the season bright.
Do any of y'all still drink 7-Up? I want to know that. Let me know right now. Do any of y'all still drink 7-Up? Do you guys remember that 7-Up commercial? I remember it was a debate between Sprite and 7-Up. And I think Snoop Dogg talked about that in his Doggy Style album. He was like, something I never have is like 7-Up. I never have, I never will, or something. That was in that song Doggy Dog World. I think they were high and they were joking, and he talked about 7-Up. The thing I remember most about 7-Up is those little circle things, and they even had a video game on them. I actually had the toy of those little bitty circle things. What were those things called? I don't know. But anyway, let's keep on.
They're asleep.
Finally. Just going to load this CD. They're going to love this. Loading CD-ROM into Windows.
Type device equals C:\DOS.
Wait. Okay. Where do I find that?
Where do you find what? Type edit //
Edit a colon?
No, edit A colon. A colon.
A colon.
The letter A.
You do not have enough conventional memory free. There are 27 callers ahead of us.
If you're looking for a multimedia computer that actually works,
maybe we got the wrong installation program.
Maybe we got the wrong computer.
There's really only one way to go.
Did you save the receipt?
Okay, let's talk about that. You guys, here's the thing. For y'all millennials, or I don't know how all these generations work. To be honest, if you're a millennial, that should be if you were born at 2000 on back, okay, till now. Because a millennial is a person who was born after when the millennium hit, okay? So a millennial should be from like, that's like my little rant and rave or whatever. But anyway, you guys just don't understand how complicated it was when you bought a brand new computer. Nowadays, y'all do everything on your phone. So y'all already experts in it. Or if we have a laptop or something like that, y'all can still figure it out. Y'all pretty much have everything. Y'all have Windows installed. Even when you put in a new like mouse or hardware, then it's real easy. I mean, it's super easy for you guys. All you have to do is connect it in the USB drive or the HDMI cord or whatever. It's super easy for y'all nowadays. Back in the 80s, 90s, when you bought a computer, my God, you had to go through so much crazy stuff. I remember the one my daddy bought. I think he had to have several floppy disks. What's it called? A floppy disk? The little hard square ones. You know what I'm saying? I know there was two of them. One of them was actually floppy. So it was pretty big, the black one, and you could like bend it and stuff like that, and it was exposed at the end. So that's not the one I'm talking about, not those type of discs. The discs that were hard, the one you see in the save feature when you go like on Microsoft Word or whatever. So you guys have it so much easier. It was hell and high water installing computers back in the late 80s and early 90s. My God, you really had to be a nerd. So this was very accurate, okay? Very accurate, this commercial. So anyway, we got the next Christmas commercial coming up at one of my favorite stores growing up, Blockbuster.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get everybody's Christmas gift at the same place? Maybe you can. I'll let you in on a little secret. The Holiday Gift Center at Blockbuster. After all, everybody has a favorite movie. And who has more favorites than Blockbuster? Besides having more movies to rent, they also have more movies to give. Oh, plus they have all kinds of video games for the kids. So take care of everybody on your list. Make it a Blockbuster holiday.
What if he's hungry? Who would be hungry? Every other kid in the world's gonna feed him.
May your season be magical. Make it a Blockbuster holiday.
So, Blockbuster Video, my God. Now, I don't know how renting a video game is a present, but I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because a present is something you're supposed to keep and not give back. But Blockbuster Video was definitely, I think you could buy video games and buy movies eventually. But there were very few of those, okay? But yeah, Blockbuster was a great store. You could rent videos. You could rent video games. You had all those good snacks. The only thing I didn't like about Blockbuster is they would keep a movie forever in the new released section, which the new releases were always, you'd charge you more for new releases. And I mean, it's staying new release for like 3, 4, 6 months at a time. I was like, that movie came out so long ago. And yeah, you have to, for those of you who don't remember, you had to go into the store, you had to get you a little Blockbuster card. I still got mine somewhere around here. And after you get the card, you go up and you look at the case, and it has the one with the pictures and stuff in it, like the actual case of the DVD or the VHS tapes. Yes, I was around when Blockbuster had VHS tapes. And you move it out the way and you look behind it, and then you find the actual tape or the DVD that you can bring to the front counter, and they would check it out, and you would keep it for a day or however long you tell them you're going to keep it. And they charged you a late fee for each day that you kept it over, which I barely knew anybody that returned those movies on time. And there were even times where my daddy would rent from different places, and he'd keep it so long, they'd be like, look, after you pay this fine, just keep it. Because, I mean, you already paid for it now. You might as well keep it. So, same way it was with Redbox. Y'all remember those? I did a little thing on Redbox where, you know, those are things outside in the kiosk. And you swipe you go up there, touch screen, you get your movies in a little bitty case. And they only charged you, I remember charging $1 a day. Then went up to like $1.25, $1.50. And now they're no longer in business, you know what I'm saying? Because it's streaming services everywhere. So nobody has to rent something and remember to bring it back. So they're out of business. I think the first time Blockbuster went out of business is because everybody was bootlegging. You know what I'm saying? But in the internet and the streaming service and Netflix. And, you know, Blockbuster it was first proposed to them to do a Netflix type thing, and they rejected it, thinking they were going to stay forever. The dumbest move they could have ever made. So anyway, let's keep going.
Silver bells, silver bells, silver bells, silver bells.
Look what's popping up at Burger King. Toy Story puppets from Disney's latest adventure movie, now in theaters. Get all 4 high-quality puppets for your kids. $1.99 each with any great tasting value meal.
Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Burger King has a great gift idea for the holidays that'll go a long distance. No, not another necktie for Dad. or a necklace for mom. Get up to 15 minutes of free crystal clear communication from U.S. Sprint when you buy a $5 book of Burger King gift certificates. Give the certificates to friends for great tasting Burger King food and use the free long distance to call anyone you like. So get fiber optic communication and ring in the holidays with Burger King. For great gift ideas at Burger King, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
All right. So, Burger King and all these fast food places. Did y'all see it? $1.99 for a Happy Meal. I don't even think you can buy the napkins and the straws from these fast food places now for $1.99. There might be some 99-cent burgers somewhere. I don't know. I think they still have a dollar menu, do they? But I remember getting these toys in the Happy Meals and the kids' meals. I think that Burger King calls it a kids' meal, and McDonald's calls it a Happy Meal. Same thing. And I'm sure the other fast food joints had a different name for their children's meals and different toys. They had Toy Stories. There was there. McDonald's had like Mario and Batman movie toys and stuff. There's a lot of I could go all day. I could do a podcast on that. As a matter of fact, I have a bunch of toys that I found at a flea market, and there was a whole bucket of them, and they had nothing but old kids meal toys, and they were $1 a piece, and I think I bought like $25 worth of them all together. The two weekends that I went there, so I'm gonna do a podcast on that. But I don't remember what was it. I don't know what popped in my head. Pizza Hut with their kids meal, you could buy like the Land Before Time puppets or something. But I guess they wouldn't be a bad Christmas gift, All I know is, in kids meal, usually those toys are small, so I don't know if kids would complain. I guess they had them in stockings too, the stocking stuffer. So anyway, let's keep going. Already do this.
Something magic always happens with Carnation Hot Cocoa.
Children, today will be.
Something magic always happens with.
Do any of y'all still drink hot chocolate? Just looking at that box brings back some nostalgic memories. That Carnation was some good hot chocolate. Marshmallows always made it better, but you didn't really need marshmallows. And you didn't need milk, you didn't need anything in that. It was so good. We just got through talking about what was that question about it snowing? Yep. Do you ever remember it snowing on Christmas? And where were you at? This commercial started off, the mom came in there brushing off snow, and it's like, oh, it's snowing outside. And I don't ever remember it snowing. It maybe snowed for a little bit one Christmas, but it never really snowed. I don't remember it. So that's why I was asking you guys, do you remember when it has ever snowed? Okay, let's keep going, guys. There we go.
With Carnation Hot Cocoa.
Children, today we'll be reading the best Christmas ever. Our story begins with
Christmas Crunch! Crunchy sweet berry stars, stockings, trees,
and these, my new Jingle Bell Rocks. Just pour some in and stir till your milk turns red.
Rockin' red.
It's a tasty part of a balanced holiday breakfast.
This crunch is only here for Christmas, and that's one reason it's
the best Christmas ever.
Like I said, never remembered Christmas Crunch. Did any of you guys eat Christmas Crunch? I think I saw some at the store recently, now that I think about it. I never ate Christmas Crunch. It never was a nostalgic memory for me. But anyway, guys, let's keep going.
Dad?
Just a second, Tiger.
Dad? It's Santa Claus!
Hey, so it is. It's great. Santa can. Let's go. Bring it home for the holidays.
Another great Christmas commercial. Another great Coca-Cola Christmas commercial. So, do you guys remember that one? Coca-Cola had a number of great Christmas commercials. What is your favorite Coca-Cola commercial? We talked about the one with the bears. We talked about the one. What's the other one? I don't know. There's a few Christmas commercials from Coca-Cola. But anyway, about the bus, the long bus or the Coca-Cola truck or whatever, the 18-wheeler. Anyway, let's keep going.
Santa Pets are coming, Santa Pets are coming, Santa Pets are coming, Santa Pets are coming to your town. Watch out, look around, cause we're coming to town to your town. Santa Pets are coming, Santa Pets are coming, always got to come. Something magic in the night, can you see it shining bright?
New Coca-Cola Santa Packs, the only real holiday refreshment. Look for this display at your store.
Holiday refreshments like we're free. Unwrap a Santa pack, it's always a real thing. Always Coca-Cola. Look around, we're coming.
Nice little commercial. No comment. Yep, there's the polar bears again. Let's skip this one.
Cookie Crisp, Cookie Crisp, Merry Cookie Crisp.
I remember this more than I did Christmas Crunch.
In a one dog open sleigh, crashing through the snow, laughing all the way. Bells on top now free. They're not very bright, but being that it's Christmas time, I'll give them some tonight. Cookie Crisp is the merry part of this complete breakfast.
Now there's a Marvel Spider-Man trading card, free inside specially marked boxes of
Noise,
Cookie Crisp.
noise.
What makes everything so rich-smacking? Rich-smacking.
That's a lot of sugar.
Who lives no one without rich-bringing taste? Who
Yeah,
lives
I'm
no
beginning
one?
to work. I'm more concerned about all the sugar that's in there.
Home for the holidays with Domino's Pizza's Season's Greetings Special. Now get a medium pepperoni pizza for just $2.99 with your favorite large pizza at the regular price.
Nobody knows.
Ho, ho!
Like Domino's. How you like pizza at home?
Yeah, the Domino's pizza is for people who couldn't cook, and they probably burnt the Christmas ham or the Christmas turkey, so they had to get Domino's. I just wanted to make that.
Lego my ego.
Oh, Lego my ego.
No, that's Santa's ego.
You always eat the cookies, so you can put your Lego my ego. The card says Santa.
I always wondered this. Has anybody made like a parody where some kid leaves cookies or milk or anything out for Santa, and then they wake up in the morning and because they stay in the ghetto, there's a bunch of roaches all over it or something. I know it'd be kind of disgusting, but it kind of be funny at the same time because that's the whole essence of it, though. Leave it out overnight. How does Santa not care about bugs getting in his cookies and stuff like that, or the Christmas spirit keeps the roaches away until the morning time? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just adding a little realism to the whole Santa Claus thing. So we're gonna do a couple more, then we're gonna end this.
Happy holidays from Energizer.
It's rich.
Yeah, why is Santa Claus brushing his teeth? I guess, to help him wake up, but ain't like nobody gonna smell it. I mean, he's delivering presents to people's houses unless his breath's so stinky that he gonna leave stinky breath behind. So those I love those Energizer commercials. They weren't always the Energizer weren't always the longest lasting battery I found that. I think Duracell, from my opinion, lasted longer than Energizer did. But I have no scientific way of determining that. I didn't do it in the laboratory or anything like that. So that was just for my comparison. And I know it just depends on what kind of devices you use and how much energy it put out and all that good stuff. But I don't know. I always thought that Duracell. I remember Duracell had that little thing you put your finger on the top, finger on the bottom, and you can test and see how much energy is left. So anyway,
Sweet and absolutely nuts. It only comes but once a year. The Jubilee Roll from Friendly. Just order any of our classic burgers. And we'll make you a Jubilee Sundae. Free. Or buy a whole Jubilee roll and enjoy our Nutcracker Suite at home.
Then I remember that store.
Season's greetings in our
Yummy
fruity
pebbles in our bowl.
Oh, here comes you know who. Yabba dabba fruit, delicious stew. Oh, oh, I'm hungry. Santa, my pebbles. Your pebbles? 'Tis the season to be sharing, Fred. Happy holidays, pal.
Oh, Fred.
Do you want sweaters,
You gonna get that?
Levi's,
Looking good. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
luggage,
Excuse me. We're jamming. We're jamming.
and Space Jam?
Polo. White diamond, sir.
So it's no surprise you'll find more last-minute gifts
Beautiful. You've got to get that for her.
at JCPenney.
I got in. I got out. Nobody got hurt.
Hurry in.
Toys R Us. Look for master value.
Yeah, when I started this, that was a JCPenney commercial. So I had brought this up when we had started. I'm going to find that Christmas wish book. Already on Facebook, I have a video of me when I first got that wish book or found it or got it or whatever. And I went through the book itself, you know what I'm saying? Page by page. And so I'm going to find that book and I'm going to do it again. But that reminds me of this book right here. I believe this is by Sears. It might be JCPenney. I'm not sure. But these type of catalogs is what we used to wish for. We didn't get hardly anything out of there. But before there was Amazon, there were these things. So that's what that commercial reminded me of. So let me do one more and then I'm going to get on out of here.
Use only from MasterCard at these and other fine stores. And master the moment.
Hi, Mama.
What's new?
Nothing. Everybody says I'm too little.
Really?
I'm thinking of running away to McDonald Land.
McDonald Land? That's where I'm from.
Yeah, I hear it's really nice.
I hear where you're from is really nice too.
It's okay.
Yeah, because you got that basketball hoop over your garage and your back porch. That great wind chime.
I made that at summer camp
Plus there's that beautiful field.
where I chase butterflies.
Hey, when you're in McDonald Land, who's going to make the decorations for your dad's birthday party? Who's going to be the snowflake in the school play?
Ronald.
Who's going to feed Mr. Goldfish?
Hey, Ronald, I think I hear my mom calling me.
Oh, okay. Bye, Lindsay.
All right, guys. That was my last commercial. Those people have made comments on how creepy Ronald McDonald looks in those commercials. To me, he kind of looks creepy, not in that one, but it's always nostalgic to me. The way that it's a good message that Ronald McDonald brings to the kids in these things. So I excuse the creepiness. So He wasn't actually being creepy. He just looks creepy to some people. But there was always a heartfelt reason for the reason why he did the stuff in the commercials, and I think it still holds up. It's not one of them things to be like, oh, that didn't age well. We need to talk about that too. So anyway, it is 4 minutes left. Unless you guys have something that you guys want to talk about, I'm going to leave with the shout outs. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Of course, you guys are watching the KillaKrane Speaks On podcast. I'm going to start off with this and then I'm going to end with this. If you want to watch movies, like I said, this podcast is not going to end, okay? I'm just starting on December the 1st. We have, as far as next week, we got one more Christmas episode. And after that, we're going to do a New Year's episode. And that'll be it for the rest of 2024. 2025 hits. We will be doing it sporadically. I'm going to try to do at least one podcast per month. After that, other than that, I would do it sporadically. Like if somebody says, hey, I have an idea for a podcast, or can you do another podcast? Then I'll do one. But like I said, I made this announcement 20 or 30 times. I am trying to work more on creative content than anything else. That is the main thing that I am working on. So that's why I am going to do this podcast less and less. Okay. So I will still be doing the podcast. I could do 4 of them or 5 of them in a month, but it has to be by request. Okay. So just to do one every week is a bit taxing and doing the creative content. That's where really my heart's in, the creative content. If you have any ideas, you can look at my past videos on my YouTube channel, which is KillaKrane Productions. That's KillaKrane Productions. You can always email me at KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com. That's KillaKrane Productions@gmail.com. You can go on my Instagram page. That is Vinaris, my first name, Vinaris. KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions. And I am on TikTok. Oh, I'm finna start making a lot of content on TikTok. I know they're talking about dropping it and canceling TikTok, but I'm still making videos on there. So on TikTok is Vinaris being Vinaris. My first name, Vinaris, Being, being, that's not part of my name, but Vinaris being Vinaris. Vinaris. Other shout outs I want to give. Let me see. I'm still looking for somebody to create AI art. It's a paid gig for my Family Matters final episode. It is a legacy series, so it's not a reboot. It's just that everybody knows I love Family Matters. I watched the last episode, and for all this time, it never sat well with me, the final episode. It was rushed. It didn't give me any kind of closure for anything. It didn't explain where Judy went to. It didn't explain where Rachel went to. It didn't explain anything. My legacy series final episode will explain all that, okay? It will be set in 2024 and what all the characters are doing nowadays, okay? So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be a voice actor, voice actress, if you want to help me with the AI art, let me know, because I'm already working on probably doing it myself. But if you guys want to get paid before I do it myself, let me know. If you want to check out my book, Blackjack and the Beanstalk, okay? It is available on Amazon right now. You can watch it, read it online. I think it's less than $1. I'm just keeping that special. And then if you want to buy the actual book, it's only a few dollars. It's like $4-5 at the most. I made it very inexpensive, and it's an introductory price. I just never increased the price. I just didn't feel like it. I just want people to read the book. It's a great urban comedy. It has nothing to do with beanstalks and magic beans and all that stuff. It's set in realism, okay? So he's a former detective turned conspiracy theorist who works for an advertising firm, and all of his conspiracy theories are really getting in the way of his job and his work life. and they said it's spawned by this street smooth talking Snoop Dogg type character named the Beanstalk that nobody knows if he actually exists or he's just a rumor. He is a person of interest with the police. So it's a very interesting story. You guys check it out, Blackjack and the Beanstalk. It's on Amazon right now. You can also check out my book, Planet Furball and the Heretic Kitten. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Planet Furball and Heretic Kitten. Okay. Check that book out. It's a story about it's a planet full of there's two main species, there's cats and rats. Cats are the superior race. They use their religion to support the idea that they're the superior race, and their religion is called Gatoism. So and they use it to subjugate the rats. And the rats are looking at second class citizens who, without the cats, that they wouldn't be as sophisticated as they are, and they probably would have killed themselves out. That's what the cats say. But the rats are actually very intelligent. They just don't have the means to showcase, and they're being subjugated by the religion of that planet. Yeah, a lot of people have, and I'm gonna just give you a little heads up. A lot of people have a problem with this book because they see the cover and the young lady rat. It's not what people call furry or something. She's a rat who's in the hood. So she always wears a hoodie, so it's a hood rat. There's a reason it goes into, people think that when a woman wears a scantily clad stuff that she's low and in intelligence and stuff like that, but she's actually one of the smartest people on this planet. That young lady right there, she just likes to dress that way for certain reasons. You'll have to read the book. There's a lot of symbolism for sociological and ethical stuff in this book. So please check it out, guys. It's available on Amazon. Like I said, you could probably, along with Blackjack and the Beanstalk, you can probably read the book online for less than $1 and probably buy the paperback book for like a few dollars, $3, $4. I'm not trying to make money off this. I just love writing, and I like for people to read my books. So check it out when you can. I also want to, let me see, who is else? Okay, let me get the banner right. That is not right. There we go. Come on, show it. There we go. My girl Monique Silver, Untold Lies of a Silent Heart. Check out that book. It's very much, if you like Tyler Perry type relationship stuff, she says is based on a true story. She puts a lot of emotion into these books, so check it out. It is available on Amazon as well. And you can check out my boy Jeffrey. And hold on, let me try to get the picture up there. There we go. When Happiness Spreads. Check out his book. It's a very mystical, magical type book. I haven't read it all. I had to get through my Family Matters series first. Now I'm starting to read both of these books by these individuals, and they're very interesting. Very interesting. Happiness Spreads by my boy Jeffrey. Check it out. It is available on Amazon. Check it out. Check it out. What other shout outs do I have? If you go to on YouTube, if you look up Everest Productions, The Juice Weezer, if you are a geek nerd like myself, you will love this production. Okay, I'm not giving it up. You guys have to check it out. A lot of stuff with Star Wars and other stuff. Creative content. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Of course, my boy, the L Dog, Lamar Hicks, who was on here earlier, always showing me love. Check out his podcast, Flavor in Your Ear. He's taking a hiatus. I don't know how you pronounce that, from doing a podcast, but he will be back. He will be back. He had to handle some family business. So, but if you want to get in contact with him, Creative Team Entertainment, he does flyers, business cards. He helps with a lot of stuff, digital art. He helps with AI art. He'll help design your website. He knows how to work that computer. So if you go on his website, www.KillaKrane, Hicks, HICKS 2021.com, or Creative Team Entertainment at gmail.com. Holler at him. He's on YouTube. I mean, he's on Facebook. I think he might be on YouTube, but I know he's on Facebook all the time. So check him out. Check him out. But you can contact him if you have any information for him. Yeah, I still do video games sometimes. I haven't been broadcasting them, but if you guys want me to, where I like play a video game, you guys can give me like tips on how to beat the game because I'm sucking at it or whatever. I have several video game systems all the way back from the Magnavox Odyssey to the Xbox One, and a bunch of them in between, and a bunch of games too. So, yeah, I can do video games if you guys want me to. Again, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, it is KillaKrane Productions. It is just type in the YouTube search bar KillaKrane Productions. If you want to email me, hit me up at KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com. KillaKrane Productions@gmail.com. I'm on Instagram. You can type in Vinaris KillaKrane Productions. That's my first name, Vinaris KillaKrane Productions. I'm on TikTok. I will be starting making creative content for TikTok. Type in my first name, it's called Vinaris being Vinaris, Vinaris, the word being, Being, and my first name again, Vinaris. Check me out. Check me out. I think that is it. You can always check me out on Facebook. The KillaKrane Speaks On. Where is that title? Yeah. The KillaKrane Speaks On. Just type that right there into Facebook, and it'll bring up the page for this podcast. And you guys can message me whatever you guys want to. You can post on my page. I'll have to prove it to make sure it's not spam or something off the wall crazy. So anyway, thank you guys who are watching. Thank you guys who will be watching in the future. What's going on, Brian? I just not seen your comment. What's going on? How's the family? But I'm finna cut it off. Next Friday will be the last Christmas episode of this year, because after that, Christmas will come on a Wednesday, and this podcast is every Friday. So next Friday, which will be, hold on, let me get this camera. I'm gonna see this calendar. Why is this thing doing all this? All right, calendar, pull up. So it will be next Friday, December the 20th. 2000, add 24 to them at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will have another Christmas episode. And pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do basically what I did here, do Christmas commercials, do clips from Christmas movies and stuff like that. Hopefully, we'll have some better participation next time, since it will be the last Christmas episode. We might even repeat some of these questions if you still want to participate. So there will be another podcast this Friday, December the 20th, 2000, add 24 to them at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's if you're in the central Mississippi, Memphis area, that's 6 p.m. Central time. Hit me up. I thank all of you who are watching, all those who will be watching in the future when I post this video. If you have any ideas, please hit me up on any of the contact information right there. Hit me up, guys. All right, you guys take care. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, which I will, this Friday, 7 p.m., the 20th. All right, take care, guys.